Right, hello everyone, welcome back. We continue playing on the hot and wet map, and just to usual recap. So if I find the right image, of course, there you go. I think oil is probably close to 40 now. I need to do a count, but nonetheless, the map is a 2K by 2K map. Towns are done, all 700 of them. Industries are in progress, as you can see. And just to reiterate, I'm doing oil. So I didn't leave a note this time, largely because I played yesterday and like still kind of remember. But generally speaking, the whole idea at the moment is that I'm just hooking oil fields into liquid terminals, which is a slight challenge because also to remind myself, there is a distinct lack of liquid terminals. So pretty much everything you see on the map that has not yet been connected has to travel pretty bleeping far, especially some of these guys and these. So that's fun. And I'm not really doing this in any form of order because that would be sensible. So this seems like a decent candidate. I mean, the thing is that because we have to, so I'm just looking. This is slowly winding down. I think what I want to do is connect. I know this is new strategy, but connect everything to somewhere and then probably start building out engineering supplies. So why don't we actually do that? It's a port. I don't want a port, which changes things a little. We have to go pretty damn far. Yep. I think we have to come here. I mean, it is what it is. I'll build this at 10 just in case. Good. No, this way. And I build it at 4. Doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, I know. Didn't really count, but I hazard that should be enough. Yeah, shut up. Nope. For some reason I'm not sitting in the right spot or something. I keep missing the keys. So okay. Which begs the question, where oh, we're going off. The hell are we going anyway? Oh, there. In which case, I don't actually care about this very much. Because in that case, I could just hook this into that line. Right. It's hilarious. So FYI, it's the middle of the working day, but everyone's on holiday. My contract is expiring before the whole of management comes back. There's literally no one to hand over to, as in they don't exist. It's not that they're on holiday, they don't even exist, people to hand over to. And I've been told I'm not getting an extension because contractors are expensive, which, you know, is up to the company how they manage stuff. But let's just say they'll be very surprised when they realize I'm the only person who actually has a vague idea about how a particular software works. In the department. At that point, it ain't going to be my problem. I mean, I said this before, it's not impossible to figure out who I am or where I work, because, yeah, it's not particularly a difficult challenge. I've not made it so. Interesting. I should probably have come through there rather than effing around with this whole thing. Yeah, shut up. I should zoom in. That would be sensible. But the management is like abysmal, doesn't come to detail. And it's hilarious because we are this department of a major bank. Very major bank. And yet, more to the point, they're actually cutting all the contractors because cost cutting and AI and all this sort of shit. But not just me, they're not replacing the lost knowledge anywhere. And there's no handing over anywhere. And I want to come through here, I think. Yeah, I know it's off. Like, yeah, there's nothing inherently wrong with the idea of getting rid of contractors. I'm not sure that is correct, mind you. I'm not going to rebuild it, but I probably could have gone off on a more sensible path. Because, you know, contractors in theory are supposed to be on project work and so on and so on. Plus, at least in the UK, we get paid a lot more than perms do. So it's not so much a complaint of OMG, OMG. It's just the smart management, or the lack of it. I really want to wrap all this crap up. Copper, diamond. I wish I could hide, well, myself, but more to the point, I wish I could hide some of these. Oops. Then you go to here, I has it. And just make sure you GTFO early. Oh, in fact, I don't want you to do that. because I want you to fill up. Come on, clone. I think start with 2, see how it goes. Okay, get off. So this is being handled. So what I want to do is do all the oil stuff, which will obviously take me plenty of time. And then have a look at which items, oil wells obviously, or rigs, doesn't matter, produce above average on default. And the ones that do should get boosted. Okay, I don't know why this is being unused. I kind of do. I never really started up on oil wells because I just did the rigs. I don't think we'll need that. Go away. I don't even know what this is. Foodie thing. So you make food. Do you take food? You take food and you make it into edible stuff, which can actually come here. I'm pretty sure this is really gung-hoing. Which, yes, I know it's not being taken anywhere. You don't do farming supplies. Okay, fine. I kind of wanted to put it on the other side, but it'll do. Especially without farming supplies, this is... Oh, there's a... That makes engineering supplies. I don't know what makes farming supplies in this game. Or something to deal with later. However, so let's... I don't know if I have any food setups because I really have not bothered with it so far. I do. So one of these piggies will be just fine. You go from here to there. And then you take hardware. Oh, you don't take food, that's for sure. Who takes food? Okay, this is ridiculous. I would have expected. I mean, you don't take food. I need a new group anyway. Edible oil. I make it medium. Edible oil M. Is it even called edible oil? Yes. Why do I have 3 ungrouped vehicles? I have 1 edible oil and rubber medium, which doesn't really exist, that's why. Go to rubber on games. Mind you, that is supposed to be a 1. Deleted any members. Duh, I don't even need to scroll for that. I just do this. Okay, fine. So food-wise, I have. You take food. I wonder. Can I? Do food. No food. Food. Call it medium. So if I do this, don't care. Make a new one. Food. Can I do this? I can. I mean, I vaguely expected that would be possible, but who knows, yeah? Okay, 31 tons of food, that's obviously not going to be a huge amount. Back to our initial. I still want to come buy that out. Nope. Should make sure that these actually line up because they don't. So that goes in and this comes out. So that's pretty stupid. My other problem is that there's no easy way to bridge in here. This should not really be there. Signal. Fine, you do whatever. And then you come out here and don't know why. Okay, there's this thingy probably there. Signal. The thingy bobby is called a signal. And there is a distinct lack of depots on that side, which is fine. And we're not going horrendously far. Now, the other thing I want to make sure is that these are set up correctly. And I think one, supplies or food or goods, I want oil. That's ridiculous. Or at least we're not losing money. Yeah, maybe I should do the same everywhere. And probably don't timetable. Okay, good. So what's going on? That's being handled as expected, and I generally think this is being handled. Ratings are fine. I have half an hour. Good. Next. These two, I'm thinking these two could probably, doesn't matter, does it? You are being used. Obviously, this is not being used. There's a lot more space here. So at least one of these. Probably both, really. Or 40. So this might actually get popped up, especially because we're play them close here and they will never bother. So why indeed don't I do that? You go off this way and you get if I do that, do I just build it out? You also do farm supplies which are being taken. This has to be the shittiest farm I've seen. Never mind. Might need to move that around a bit later. Yeah, diagonal roads would be a boon. Map. Go away. Building materials, such a weird thing. Not so much that they exist, it's just I have one. You should get timetabled. Okay, I think they would do Bane. I don't actually want that. I want So if this goes triple, we get 1,000,000.2 per month, and you take 800. So I think I have 2 of these on full load. Run timetable. Honestly, I'm tempted to believe that having full load is a sensible thing in these cases, obviously. And then this one, yeah, this is definitely not getting boosted up. However, there's a lot of opportunity for farm-related stuff. And this is so rubbish that I'm just tempted to transfer it out. I'm looking at it. No, it's here. Someone's pinging me. My slightly sarcastic friend. So the guy was saying that, is this actually being used? It is, funnily enough. Well, if you happen to be in the UK, then you don't need the introduction. If you don't, then after having had a end of May, which was 35 degrees, which is highly unseasonable by any standards, we now have early June, which is shit. Okay, turn it around. Which is very wet. And also unseasonably cool. So the guy was basically complaining of sorts that, you know, the weather's shit. And he then goes on saying, well, I said something along the lines of, small oil. No, not boats. I'm getting old. I only have large oil. Make a medium oil. So anyway, the weather is rainy, and then the guy says sarcastically, talking about Belfast, who are having riots because an immigrant basically tried to behead someone on the streets, and obviously that did not go down well at all with the locals, which is actually a relatively big problem, i.e. handling immigrant minorities and some of them misbehaving. But anyway, the guy says, well, at least the town's not burning like Belfast because it's raining. I'm like, ha ha, ha ha, funny. Okay, so this will be handled. This is being done. This is not being done. It is being done? Really? By what? Boats. So you're not full load. 300,000. You timetabled. Yes. And you take 100K. I think we could put up with a few more of these guys. And then this one, these two really can hook into whatever this line is. I know what this line is, my slight issue. Yeah, how's it going here, by the way? Not here. Where is it? That line. How's things here? Acceptable. And then, amusingly enough, this is wholly being ignored. I mean, the least I should do is transfer them to where everyone else is. Fishy wig. Okay, you do say 100. I don't know if this is mango wood. No. So transfer and GTFO. Like, I'm not convinced this really is worth being gung-hoed is the problem. Because if this is a 100k base, then that's pretty rubbish. Essentially, I'm losing more than not, or, well, thereabouts. I'll definitely have to reevaluate these things. Okay, this is okay. You make a bit of money. You lose an absolute shitload of money. Not happy. Because my problem is that okay, each of these do I don't know what original year is. It just doesn't calculate. Planes available. So obviously anything down here is terrible. Because you get, okay, this takes 60 crates, and this is the Eurocopter. This is not great. This is a little better. If your top speed is 500, yeah, this is shit. This needs a large airport. This is still very expensive. Why am I not doing ecoliners again? Don't know why I'm not doing ecoliners, especially to these places. So if I was to place this with a commuter airport and then find high speed small. You take 50 crates. You fly reasonable speed. What the hell is it called? Tinkleweed. Shared orders of 3. Twist to pool. It's only a few of them. Tinkleweed. What the fuck is tinkle? Not tinkleweed. Not tinkleweed. Not tinkleweed. It's twist to pool. Huh? Oh, you have these millions of stops thing. Right. Quack quack. Everybody stops at quack quack. Great. So it's either going to be this slot. 21. Yeah, it's this slot. So I want this to go into supply 1. I'm curious. Replace. It's going to get bitchy because because it has to be hot. I know what you're doing. Okay. So it's not probably not letting me do stuff because the airports are what it deems the wrong type. People keep poking me. Okay, so this is also what needs to be replaced with stuff. So if you list the GTFO, shut up. Can I do that now? Replace. Yay. No, it only lets. Okay. Well, you know what? So I can only replace within the class. Fascinating. Okay. nonetheless, there's the emblem which is totes rubbish. Or this. In which case, hold on. Sell. So you have heliports. Just make sure you don't actually do have heliports. And your range is 500 odd, whereas your range was 100 odd. So I don't think we need all this crap. I do that. Yes, Shiverberry. Bye bye. Can I delete Quackwell? Supposedly. So you go. You know what, the emblem might be a better idea. Like we get fewer items out of it. It's the other one. Okay, can we like not timetable stuff here? Or so this has a longer range, better reliability, a little sorry, a little lower. Yeah, I think I wanna try this. And I think we then don't need this. In fact, I'm so confident about my own stupidity that I'm just going to... This needs to remain a heliport, annoying as it is. This comes here. This also comes here, which begs the question as to why Shivet and visibility twist, these are the same. Oh, this is go away. Lakeside, that needs to be heliport. Field needs to be a heliport. Field needs to be a heliport. I'm pretty sure I just clicked on that. Field needs to be heliport. And your cap is 50. Well, doesn't much, so matters little. Time-wise, 8 minutes. It's weirdly enough, these are okay. So I was pseudo complaining that these two need to be hooked into something, where something is going to be here. And I don't think I'll have enough time to actually finish that. But that should not be a huge problem. Unrelated, I watched the Masters of Universe. Don't get too excited about it. Also, this is pretty stupid here. It's a case if I don't see anything. I don't know nothing, I don't see nothing, and I do double negatives, and I can't actually target stuff properly. Mind you, is this still being used at all? Yes, these fuckers still come here. Which then go to whatever field. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I was about to say, I think this is the field we want, but it is not because we're coming in here. So that's the field we want. That's the line we want. I think I need to make sure is I think it's raining by the sounds of it. Okay, that is correct. As in the signaling. Magic. So this will hook in here when the train decides to bucket off. Then I know hard turns are meh, but I think we can safely run a bunch of threes without obviously full loading them. Just make sure that this departs early. I have 2 minutes. Make chemicals, more chemicals, but what's a little more interesting is that chemicals are not really being taken. It's petroleum fuels, chemicals. Well, I don't know why that looks like trucks on it, but oh hell no. You go, God's only know where. I'm pretty sure we're doing reasonably fine on oil, whatever it says in the intro, that's 30% is fake news. I'll do a recount. It's fake news. Okay. So I'm basically checking if anyone's missing me yet. If anyone's missing me, then I need to deal with it. And then I need to assign. No one's missing me, as expected. All right, in which case, I'm going to continue from here. I have like 10 seconds, so I just turned off the timer. And so, yeah, thanks for watching as always. And any thoughts, comments, likes, interactions, whatnot, please do. And I shall hopefully have your company next time. Bye bye.